wake up and realize what
Hey, how you doing out there? It's your brother, it's your boy, it's your friend, it's your homie, Chris Harris. I'm back with you again here at Open Doors. We have another great topic for me and you to discuss. So let's get right into it. But before we do, hit that subscribe button, because as we drop episodes here at Open Door, you don't have to look for them. Anytime they drop, they come right to you. All right, let's get started. We have to talk about Uncle Shay, Shannon Sharpe. Man, we have to talk about Uncle Shay. We have to. I want to play this video for you, and then we'll jump and have a discussion.
I did not perk. I did not see LeBron working out. Now that I saw the little snippet just before we got this thing, and I saw him working out, guess what, Stephen A? The Thunder, a Boost Mobile bundle, WWE Royal Rumble. Lakers in 5.
Known for his appearances on ESPN's First Take, Pro Football Hall of Famer and media personality Shannon Sharpe right there, finding himself in the middle of a $50 million sex assault lawsuit. So now he's stepping away from his TV duties, but his case is what's trending in true crime. Attorneys filing the suit against the former NFL star earlier this week for a woman who's listed in court documents as Jane Doe. The suit accuses Sharpe of using physical force on her and inflicting emotional distress. The anonymous woman is claiming that her relationship with the 56-year-old started back in 2023 when she was 20 years old. The woman is represented by Tony Busby. That name sounds familiar? Well, it should. He's been known for having some legal battles with Jay-Z and Sean Combs, who Sharpe addressed in his statement on TikTok.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup.
Now, attorney Tony Busby told CNN, quote, "Takes a great deal of courage to stand up against those with power, fame, and money. I look forward to pressing this case in court."
I'm going to leave that right there for a second. Come on, Uncle Shay, come on. You had to know. You had to know. You supposed to be You supposed to be Uncle Shay. You supposed to be giving game, giving knowledge to the youngsters like myself. Come on, Unc. You had to know. This is terrible. This is terrible. I'm a big fan of Shannon Sharpe. This is terrible. And Monique tried to warn him. Monique tried to warn him. I have a clip for that. Let me play the clip. Now, let me apologize for some of the language on there, but I want to play the clip because Monique tried to warn him as she was on his podcast, Uncle Shay, Club Shay Shay. Let's look.
I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Are you trying to say what you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you old there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks? Yeah, because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs.
Monique tried to warn him. Monique tried to warn him to settle down and stop chasing these young girls. But Uncle Shay wouldn't listen. 56 years of age. It said that he met this young lady when she was 19. Come on, Unc. That girl young enough to be your daughter. She's young enough to be your daughter. Uncle Shay brought this on himself. He brought this on himself. He said when he met this girl, she was 19. Now, let me pause for a second, because Shannon Sharp and his attorney, his legal team, they put out what is supposedly some of the text messages that was shared between this young lady, the accuser, and Shannon Sharp. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, he met this girl when she was 19, and she talking like that? I said, this girl talking like that, and what she was wanting him to do to her, allegedly, at 19 years of age. I'm like, this girl, that means that this girl seemed like she was experienced. That means that this girl was probably doing things when she was an early teenager, when she was in high school. This wasn't a girl who just became 19 and started doing things. The way she was talking, that she was a veteran. She was experienced. The way she was talking, the things that she wanted him to do to her. But that's neither here nor there. But Unc, 56 years old, and Monique tried to warn him in her own way. Why are you chasing these young girls? Because you know these young girls with your old behind are only after one thing. You know it. And what's so sad about this situation, it was reported that Shannon Sharp was about to sign a media deal for $100 million. He was about to sign a media deal for $100 million. You know, my pastor always tells me that the devil, he'll wait for you to build. He'll wait for you to, go up higher and higher and higher. He says, you're going up higher, you're stacking chairs, you're stacking chairs, you're stacking chairs. And he said, the devil will wait for you. He'll wait for you, because if you fall when you're down here, you can pick yourself up. You can pick yourself up and rebuild. So the devil will wait. The devil will wait till you get higher. You get a little bit higher, till you get higher. At the moment you get at a certain level, at the moment that you get at a certain height, that's when the devil will come and kick the seats right from under you. Now, when you were down here and you fail, you can recover. But when you're up here and you fall, it's hard to recover. At the moment of your elevation, that's when the devil will do it. And that's what happened to Shannon Sharp. Man. But he brought this on himself. He brought this on himself, chasing this young girl. This girl was 19 years of age, an OnlyFans model. Wait a minute. You run around with this young girl, young enough to be your daughter, and she's an OnlyFans model. Now, I don't know a lot about OnlyFans, but what I do know about OnlyFans, the models get on there because people give them money. So, come on, Unc. You knew when you got involved with this young girl, OnlyFans model, you knew what she was about. The stuff that she was allegedly saying in the text messages, how she wanted to have a black baby in her. She wanted you to put a black baby in her. These different things, allegedly, like I said, I have to say allegedly, because we don't know if it's 100% true. We don't know. We weren't there. We don't know. But allegedly saying to you, come on, Unc, you had to know. You had to know. So I can't even say anything for him. He brought this on himself. And like I said, the devil, he'll wait for that moment of elevation. And as I was thinking about Shannon Sharp, I was like, man, the devil, he brought something to him that he knew that Shannon couldn't resist. And it's so funny when Monique told him that means Monique knew. Monique knew. If Monique knew, others around him knew. But Monique was like, I'm going to tell him. Monique was bold enough to tell him, I see you with these young girls and I see what's going on. You got to stop it. She tried to warn him, you got to stop it, because she knew. But that was a vice for Shannon Sharpe. That was a weakness for Shannon Sharpe. And the reason I bring it up, because it reminds me of a story in the Bible of Samson and Delilah. The Philistines were trying so much to try to deter and stop Samson. And they were trying different things, and they finally received a revelation. Sometimes we think only God can give revelation, but the devil can also give his agents revelation. God gives his children revelation, but the devil can also give his agents, his sons. The devil has sons. Remember, the Bible said he's the father of lies. So the devil has children. The devil will give his children revelation. And he gave the Philistines a revelation. He said, oh, I know how to stop him. There's a weakness that Samson had, and the weakness that Samson had was strange women. So they went to the best, this lady from the valley of Sorek called Delilah, and Delilah took Samson down. Shannon Sharpe is blowing up. Shannon Sharpe is moving. Shannon Sharpe is overcoming the odds and about to sign a $100 million contract. He's doing great things. Who knows? Many people were talking about maybe he would be in the running one day for a daytime talk show. This retired football player from Savannah State. Ah, man. But they used a Delilah because that was his weakness. They used a Delilah, this young girl, OnlyFans model. They used the Delilah to bring Samson, to bring Shannon Sharpe down. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. But again, like I said, he did it to himself. I don't know what he was chasing. What he was chasing. You know, there are a lot of men like Shannon Sharpe. I don't know what you chasing. What you think you're gonna lose by not getting married. But it's benefits to being married. It's benefits to settling down. Shannon Sharpe was building something great, and he needed a woman, a helpmeet there to help him. But a wife is not just there to help him with the house or help him with the finances or help him with the kids. No, a wife is there to protect him as well. Protect his image. Protect him, to cover his weaknesses. A wife can do that. And a wife can also cover that itch that you have as well. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. We grown people. Because he went out there because he had an itch. He went out there because he had a desire that he needed to be met. And that's why he went out there, and it led him to this Delilah, this young assassin who took my man's down. But when you're married, your wife will be everything to you. Your wife will hold you. Your wife will protect you. Your wife will cover you. And your wife will meet those desires that you have as well. Being married is a beautiful thing. But a lot of times we have this disdain, this bad taste for some reason in our society when it comes to marriage. But marriage is a beautiful thing. Marriage is a beautiful thing. You know, I feel bad, but I don't feel bad for him. But I hope he because he brought it on himself. But I still feel bad for him because I really like Shannon Sharpe, and I'm hoping that he can rebound from this. But Shannon, just like Monique said, stop chasing these young girls. I don't know what you think you're chasing. You know, the Bible said there is a way that seems right to a man, but at the end of that way is death. You know, a lot of times we're chasing something and we're going down that way, but you don't have the discernment to know that the way that you're going down, the path that you're going down, if you don't stop going down that path, it will lead to something that you don't want is death. And that's what happens to a lot of Shannon Sharpes, to a lot of people, but you don't have to go down that route. There's another route at 56 years of age, you could have settled down and found you a good woman, a God-fearing woman, a woman who was going to protect the legacy, a woman who was going to help you build the legacy. I give a shout out to all the wives out there who are helping maintain a legacy, and all the husbands when it comes to the wives who are helping build and maintain the legacy, because that's what marriage does. You know, two is better than one. Two is better than one. You come together. Yes, you love each other, but you come together for an assignment. But as the Bible said, two is better than one. You form this powerhouse that becomes unstoppable. So I hope, you know, Shannon will come out of this and everything will work out for him. It's just tragic because he was so close to this mega deal, and now I don't even know what's gonna happen. But I'm rooting for him and I'm praying for him. What's your 2 cents on the topic? I would love to get your point of view. Talk to me, Uncle Shay. Uncle Shay, you were supposed to be giving game to the youngsters, but we might have to take that uncle card from you because you knew better. You knew better. But I pray that you rebound from this. I'm out of here. I want to give a shout out before I go to the Dream Team, Blessed Dreams Production, my boy Alfred, Eyes Have Not Seen, my sister Marilyn. And until the next time another episode drops here at Open Doors, be blessed. Talk to you soon.
Don't ever take nothing for granted, man. Hey, you gotta wake up and realize it all.